Hi, it's Dr. JP, and I wanted to read a story, a true story, about a girl named Ruby Bridges. It's about her story going to school, and it's a true story, and Ruby Bridges wrote it, and I'll show you who Ruby Bridges is. Here she is. Now, this is a true story that happened in the United States way back in the 1960s. A long time ago, some people, they thought black people and white people should not be friends. And in some places, black people are not allowed to live in the same neighborhood as white people. And here's the sign that says, we want white tenants in our white community. We won't go to school with. These are old terms that were used. In some places, black people were not allowed to eat in the same restaurants as white people. So here it says, black people can eat in this restaurant. Over here, it says for whites only. These are real pictures too. And in some places, black and white children could not go to the same school. Here was the black school, there was the white school. And the United States government said, segregation is wrong. People should live where they want. People should eat where they want. And children should go to school where they want. So my name is Ruby Bridges. In 1960, I went to kindergarten in a school for black children. And I liked my school, and I liked my teacher, and I liked my friends. But there was a school for white children that was a little bit closer to my house than the school for black children. And it was called the William Franz Elementary School. And the government said Ruby Bridges should be allowed to go to the William Franz School. And there it is. Well, in 1961, I was in first grade, and my mom took me to the Franz School, and the marshals came with me to make sure we were safe. These are the U.S. Marshals. They had to come in and protect her. Here they are bringing her into the school. Some people, they didn't want a black child to go to a white school, and they stood out near the school and they yelled at me to go away. So here's the pictures of the crowd. We don't want to integrate. We want segregation. They wanted to keep the schools how they were before. Now, parents, they took their kids out of the school and they left me alone with my teacher, Mrs. Henry. And here's Mrs. Henry. There's Ruby. And I loved Mrs. Henry. And Mrs. Henry loved me. And I was a very good student. And I learned math. And I learned how to read. But I wish the children would come back. She had no one to play with. But then months and months passed. And one day children started to come back to the school. And at last, I had friends to play with. And here are the pictures of her friends. I was very, very, very happy. Now, many people read about me in newspapers and books, and a famous writer named John Steinbeck, he wrote about me, and he wrote that I was very brave. And then, the First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt, she wrote a letter to me. And the letter said that I was a good American. Norman Rockwell, he painted a picture. He was an artist. He painted a picture of me, and the painting became very famous because it shows her and the U.S. Marshals taking her into school, but someone is throwing like tomatoes or something at the wall as she's walking by. Now, I am grown up, and I'm married, and I have kids. And one day, Mrs. Henry and I were asked to be on a TV show, and this is the first time we'd seen each other in many years. And now we talk to each other often. So there's Ruby today. There's Mrs. Henry. And now, children, black children and white children, they can go to the same schools. And I like to visit schools because I like to tell my story to children. And I tell children that black and white people can be friends. And here she is going to a school and signing autographs for kids. And the most important thing, I tell children to be kind to each other. And there's the picture from her with her friends back when she was a little girl. So a lot of things have changed because of Ruby Bridges. It's very hard to imagine how someone so young could have gone through that every day to go to school. Very brave.